Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Arnami and I'm back with another video. And today we're talking about 9 tips on how to be more confident. Let's get straight into the video. All right, so number 1 is work out and get fit. I don't have to dive too deep into this topic, but I'm gonna just briefly kind of go over working out. So working out, you're gonna feel more confident when you work out. You challenge yourself. And once you challenge yourself and you accomplish that challenge that you put against yourself, it shows that you're capable. So when you lift up a heavy weight, when you overcome something, when you did something that you didn't think you were capable of, it's gonna fill you with this sense of confidence. Like, yeah, I did something. It challenges yourself. Of course, when you work out, you're gonna feel better about yourself because you're gonna be comfortable with your own body. So that's gonna carry over in the way how you move, how you walk, how you interact. It shows your body language, the body game. Fellas, practice the body game. Women, practice the body game. It's for anybody, man. Like, it'll make you feel 10 times better. I prefer to do it first thing in the morning just to go ahead and give me a little boost throughout my day. Number 2, solitude. For one thing, when you're in solitude, you have to examine yourself, get comfortable with yourself, know yourself, and most importantly, love yourself. Can't nobody love you like you can love you. The best love is the self-love. I know you heard it a million times, but it's true. The best love is the self-love. I did a whole video on solitude, but let me just briefly go about this point again. When you sit in solitude, it's not just being by yourself watching TV. Sometimes it's being by yourself, turning off the TV, letting your mind play out. Driving in the car, turn off the radio, let your mind play out. Think, examine, think about your actions. Think about where you've been and think about where you're going. Think about why you do the things that you do. Get to know yourself. If you can't be comfortable with yourself, how can you expect other people to be comfortable with you? It all starts with you at the end of the day. Number 3, accomplish something. Do what you're scared to do. This kind of ties back into working out, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper and make this a whole nother topic by itself. So when you accomplish something, you'll feel like accomplished. You know, like I said, when my first point working out, you'll feel more capable of doing things. You feel like you can take on the world. Like you just feel like that guy, like when you accomplish something. If you study hard for a test that you were stressing for, you didn't think you was gonna pass, but you know what? You put your head down, you did what you needed to do, you study, you know what I'm saying, you got prepared for that test. When you took that test and then you passed it with flying colors, it gives you a sense of confidence. You feel great about yourself. Another point I would like to add is no matter how small the goal is, just set a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you want to write a novel, so just say, okay, from this point on, I want to write a paragraph a day. And once you write a paragraph a day, it'll fulfill you with this sense of confidence. Okay, I could do a paragraph a day. It's nothing. Now I'm going to up the ante a little bit. I'm going to do a page a day. Now you're writing a page a day. Now it becomes a little bit more easier. It's a domino effect. And this goes back into expanding your comfort zone. Do what you're afraid to do, man. Like, if you do what you are afraid to do, then the death of fear is certain. Go out, go talk to that girl. Go out bungee jumping. Go do something that go try new different food. Expand your comfort zone, man. Do things that you really didn't expect or can see yourself doing, bro. And it'll change you for the better. Because when you're in this little bubble in your comfort zone is not very big. You feel very confident within that comfort zone. So when you expand that comfort zone, you can be a lot more confident. You can walk, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit more swag. You can talk with a little bit more demure. You know, so I've been watching TikTok a little bit. I need to cut that out, but you know, so I had to throw that word in there. But yeah, accomplish something. Do what you're scared to do, man. Like, don't be scared to talk to that girl. Don't make any move out of fear. If you make any move out of fear, it's not likely to turn out very well. At the end of the day, just do what you're scared to do and accomplish something. Number 4, positive self-talk, affirmation / self-esteem. First of all, you have to be your biggest supporter in this world. You can't depend on anybody else to help support you. You can't depend on anybody else to love you. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. You're going to have to be your own biggest supporter because you're going to step into environments to where people are talking in your ear, talking like it's not going to work. You're not doing a good job, this, that, and the third. So you got to stand firm on what you believe in. You got to stand firm on you. It starts with you, my boy. It starts with you, not nobody else. Be your own biggest supporter. So with that being said, I like saying affirmations, you know what I'm saying? I like saying I'm going to be one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this shit happen. Nobody can move me off my square. I don't need anything or anybody outside myself. And I mean that because I really put in the work to be the person that I am today. And I've attributed affirmations and positive self-talk because it reinforces what you can already believe. When I do my affirmations, instead of driving in the car on the way to work or on the way to the grocery store, I like to say affirmations. Turn off the radio and say my affirmation. Say, I'm cool, calm, collected. I'm a gift from God. That's why I can be a blessing to everybody else. Just say these positive things about you. And when you go into that environment, when you go into the grocery store, when you go into work, it'll raise your vibration. It'll raise your energy up. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. You'll feel more confident. You feel like you can do anything, bro. Affirmations and self-talk. Another thing I would like to add, your mind is reprogrammable. So if you've grown up in an environment where you've had a lot of negative people in your mind, or a lot of negative people in your ear, eventually you're going to start to have negative thought patterns. So as you grow older, you're going to have to reprogram yourself, talk highly about yourself. You have to take into account every idle word that you say. If you make a mistake and be like, oh, I'm stupid, don't say that. Be like, okay, I made a mistake. Now I'm going to move on. Every idle word, don't even joke like that, bro. Like, don't even joke about talking down on yourself, because your unconscious is powerful. Your unconscious, no, your subconscious, your subconscious takes everything as it is. It doesn't take jokes like that. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of the words that you say, because your words are very powerful. But that's a whole topic for a whole nother video. Another thing, it changes you from the inside out. Like I said, you reprogramming your mind. Like, you're changing yourself from the inside out. Yeah, you can work out, you can throw on some clothes and you feel confident about yourself, but true confidence comes from within. It's something that you can't buy. It's something that you're going to have to develop and cultivate. Another thing I like to add, repetition. Do this every day. I like to do it first thing when I wake up. First thing when I wake up, I'm already in a grateful headspace. I thank God for waking up today. It's going to be a great day. Even if it's raining outside, it don't look good, I don't feel good. I'm like, you know what? It's going to be a great, productive day today. And once you start getting the ball rolling with affirmations and positive self-talk, your day is going to go by a lot smoother. I've noticed that. I've just recently started doing this about, say, 20, 30 days ago, and I've noticed a big difference in the way that I've handled adversity through these days. Another thing, your thoughts influence your actions. So watch your thoughts, because your thoughts influence your actions. If you listen to bullshit all day, then eventually you're going to do some bullshit, right? Like, it's just the way it is. Number 5, change your environment/people. This is a very important topic right here. You can't be friends. You can't hang around people who are going to take you down, who's going to knock you down your confidence. That goes for family members too. You got to change your environment. Only allow positive things into your body. Only allow positive things within yourself. Specifically, I'm talking about the mind, but of course, like, once you eat good things, good fruit, good food, you're going to feel good. But let's talk about thoughts right here. Once you only allow positive thoughts and positive high vibration things within you, then by default, you're going to become a higher person, a person that's of a higher level. Somebody says something negative and you've been reaffirming and practicing affirmations and positive self-talk, then that whatever they say, it ain't going to mean nothing. You're not going to really care, because you know who you are. It comes from inside. Like I said in my last point, positive affirmations, in my experience, it's changed me from the inside out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling bad, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, I got this. I can deal with this. I'm strong enough. I'm resilient enough to deal with this, that, and the third. It's filled me with a sense of confidence. Like, yeah, I can do this. It changes you from the inside out. So when somebody else or somebody tries to knock you off your square, you're more prone to just dust it off your shoulder, because you know who you are. You stand on business. You know who you are. Which brings me to my next point. Number 6, embrace mistakes/failure. The problems that we face in life are only here to make you better. And once you change your perception, then every obstacle and problem that comes your way, you look at it as the opportunity to get better. You don't look at it, oh, why is this happening to me? And I'm like, you know what? This happened to me, but it ain't gonna take me out. I'm gonna still do what I need to do regardless. And this kind of goes into positive self-talk. Be kind to yourself. Embrace mistakes and failures, man. Like, if you go into a social setting and you make a fool out of yourself, just think about it like, okay, I really made an ass out of myself in this social event. It was embarrassing, you know. You get back in the car, but you say to yourself, you know what? It ain't nothing. It's only one social event. It's only one game. I still got 70 other games to play. The season ain't over yet. The season just started. Especially if you're young, man. Like, if you go out and you embarrass yourself in front of a woman that you're trying to talk to, you know, just brush it off your shoulder. I'm going to do better next time. The people that you seeing, like Duke Dennis and all of them niggas that be risen up, man, do you know how many women came at them, or women that they've approached, and they probably made an ass of themselves out of the past? That's the reason why they're so good, because they failed so many times. How many shots do you think Stephen Curry has missed? He's probably missed more shots than I've ever taken in my whole entire life. And that speaks volumes because he's a volume shooter. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. So yeah, man, just keep thugging when you make a mistake. Embrace mistakes. When you fall down, rise back up, dust yourself off, keep moving forward. Number 7, focus on what you can control. Always look on the bright side. There could be a lot of shit going on in your life, but just look at what you have. Have a attitude of gratitude. Like, yeah, I may not have the biggest house, but hey, I got a house I can lay my head at. I may not have the nicest car, but I got something to get from point A to point B. I may not have the most glamorous job, but it sustains me. It gives me money to where I can do what I want to do within reason. Just focus on what you can control. The sun is always shining somewhere. The sun is always shining somewhere. It may be raining right now, but the sun is shining right behind them clouds. A lot of things within our life happen to us that we can't control. So the only thing you can control is what you can do about it. Oh, I just lost my job. Okay, what can I do now? What can I do within myself in order to make this better? Okay, it gives me time to spend with my family more. Okay, I'm going to do that. It gives me time to explore other avenues for me to better myself. Time for self-reflection. Time to better yourself. So instead of looking at that job, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? I just lost my job. Utilize the time that you have now. You can spend that time applying for other jobs. It's just the way you look at it, your perception. You're still going to have confidence and self-assuredness if you can only focus on what you can't control. So if you focus on what you can't control, it's not going to fill you with confidence. You're going to feel anxious. You're like, dang, this happened to me. I don't know what to do. Like, Don't worry about that. Focus on what you can do, on what you got to do. Which brings me to my 8th point. Number 8, prioritize what matters to you. There are very few things that actually matter in this life. Like I said in one of my previous videos, once you prioritize what matters the most to you in your life, you're going to give a fuck about less things. And by give a fuck, I mean, you're not going to give your energy to things that's beyond outside of your control, like I said in my last point, or you're not going to give your energy to things that don't serve you. And once you prioritize the things in your life that really matter to you, you're going to give a fuck about less things. And that's going to show in the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. So I used to care what people think a lot. I used to be self-conscious, have self-doubt, have this negative self-esteem, this negative thought pattern that I have in my head. But once I really sat down and prioritized, like, what really matters to me in this life? I listed it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things that matter to me most in this life. And once I really sat down and internalized that, I started walking a little bit more like I don't give a fuck. Because it's like, hey, man, like, God, family, business, myself. Like, there's very few things in this life that actually matter. Once you realize that, man, it'll give you a sense of inner confidence, a calm. Like, I really don't care about that. Like, I ain't worried about it. It ain't making me money. It ain't serving me. So, what I'm saying? It's just going to have to go. Which brings me to my last point. Number 9, self-mastery / repetition. All of the points that I've just previously listed all fall under the form of self-mastery. Self-mastery is Self-mastery is a lifelong process. The journey of improving yourself is lifelong. The journey of knowing yourself is lifelong. So enjoy this journey. Enjoy the process. You're going to have days where you don't feel like doing it. You're going to have days where you didn't do anything. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But the ups and downs, that's what makes a roller coaster fun. So enjoy it. Always do your best. I'm not saying that you can focus on what you can't control all the time. You're not going to be able to work out every day. You're not going to be able to affirm positive self-talk every single day if you're new to this thing. But you can do your best. And once you do your best, what more can somebody ask of you? What more can you ask of yourself if you did your best? If you did your best and you still failed, then you did your best. Learn what you can do better. The more you do things that instill confidence and employ confidence within you, the more confident you're going to become. If you're not used to speaking in front of a large group of people, then you're not going to be as confident stepping into that environment. But if you've been working on your speech, if you've been increasing your vocabulary, if you've been exposing yourself to smaller crowds, if you get used to talking to people, talking in front of people, then you're going to be more confident talking in front of a large crowd or even larger crowd. So with that being said, if y'all like that video, like, comment, subscribe down below. Tap that bell notification. I love each and every one of y'all. Keep letting y'all light shine, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Shit and shit, now I'm back on my shit, now I'm racing the bar like a Klondike. I be rapping this shit while I'm stacking the chips, boy, I been through some shit, had to climb heights. I been going too hard, got my mind right. In the dark, but I still had to shine bright. On the stage, yeah, I'm all in the limelight. E4000 or so, yeah, that sounds like